Hello, Twitch viewers! Ashley Wingsong here, always searching for new stories and dreaming new dreams. And thank goodness I bothered to pay attention because apparently I had the mic muted for the time being. But at least I was able to figure that out before, going to the game. But anyway, first of all, sorry about last week. There was going to be a game, but something happened with one of the other players, so we had to cancel until now. Second, what can I say? This is probably going to be something of a doozy of a session before we switch over to Avian as the DM. And considering that last session, we dealt with familiar-ish faces from a previous game brought back to life, so to speak, and now a possible demigod. Yeah, this is gonna be a heck of a stream, or a game, depending on which one or angle you're looking at. Okay, there we go. Just want to make sure that the mic isn't blowing everyone's ears out. And at least before I ramble on like crazy, as usual, let us join in with the group. Hello?
Hi.
We're not talking about politics.
Or religion.
Sure you weren't.
Anyway, let's get on with the show.
Yeah. Let's go on with the show.
Amen to that. And speaking of which, as you all know, I am Ashley Wingsong, and usually I'm just playing the part of Ashton McGeever, the gamer of the group, but I am, for tonight, and probably the last time before, well, we do this again, I'll be the DM.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
And going down the list.
Hi, I'm Avian Python. I play Rebecca Miller, and I am the group's heart and soul and the baker.
Yes. And part-time
And
Valley Girl,
also-
it sounded like.
Yeah, and I'm also very prone to getting kidnapped.
Hasn't happened yet for the past couple of weeks, but
Well,
we've still got one more chance.
yeah, especially since keyword yet.
Yeah. Alright. And I am Conan Bell, and I'm typically the not-so-forever DM on these sorts of things, but today I simply play Parker Torben, the team brawler. I am not an idiot. I just have a bit of an impulsive personality, and I go in and don't necessarily think through the entire situation before deciding that the best course of action probably involves punching something.
So the goofball.
Shut up.
Like I
Shut up. He's not dumb, you're dumb.
I didn't say he was the dumb one. I said he was the goofball.
But wait, you didn't say anything at all.
Yeah, I did.
I said he was an idiot.
Oh, okay, that's where it came from.
You were talking over our game master tonight like a jerk.
Uh-huh, sure.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. Are we all ready for the game?
Yes.
Yes. Put this off long enough.
Indeed we have.
I'll say.
Let's get on with it.
Ready?
Go!
Let me remove the Surge Shifter logo, which reminds me, I gotta get maybe the proper logo for the other game eventually. There we go.
Everybody's microphone sounds better than mine tonight.
Mine sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm using a cheap Five Below microphone.
And lessons were learned. Stupid headset that's got good sound quality but not good mic quality.
Yeah, no offense, you may have to maybe do some research on better headsets or maybe just a new mic.
I solve my problems by throwing money at them like a decent American.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Good grief.
Okay, that's enough of me and my problems.
Yes, indeed. Especially since I'm sure you're all anxious to learn a bit more about Asim.
Yes.
Yes.
And no doubt, we shall. But first, a little flashback.
Flashback.
Well, to get the story set, we do have to
Flashback.
look back on a little something that, let's say, was possibly overlooked.
What? Oh no.
It's nothing bad, don't worry. But
Threads, though.
I wonder who? I know those people.
Yes.
yes,
I've seen that dog before.
this was obviously around the time of the sleepover.
Yes. The oversleep.
Which is something you do all the time.
Shut it.
You do.
Anyway, in this little flashback, everyone is sound asleep, and to clarify, this was definitely before the sudden crackle of the radio, the walkie-talkie that... Was it Parker or Avian? Or Rebecca who heard them?
Parker.
That was me.
Okay, this was definitely before Parker heard anything.
Okay.
Because, at least before you woke up, somebody else did.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no. That jingle is not relevant.
Well, it wasn't a jingle that woke them up, but it was a familiar voice. Ashton!
Eh?
Ashton, come in. Are you awake?
Oh, hi, Ivory.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
And of
Wait a minute.
course, with everyone asleep. But Ashton suddenly jolts awake, realizing that from the table, the walkie-talkie has come to life. And then very carefully, so as not to wake up anyone else, if I can grab him instead of his sister and Ace. Let me move her aside. There we go. And put her back next to Ace. He suddenly walks to the walkie-talkie, picks it up, and then at least sits right on the bed to be as far away but as close to the group as possible.
That makes sense.
And then... So, it really is you, Ivory. Well, I had a feeling you would have recognized my voice if all that insanity was anything to go by. Though I do apologize for Esther's sudden appearance. Ashton chuckles. Honestly, at least it's good to know that his creation came out okay. Still, how the heck are you guys doing this? Silence for a few moments, but there was a sudden sigh. Well, let's just say that when James really gets into something, he apparently is very determined. Though I'm sure you already know this.
This is what you get for inventing a genius. It gets into your head. And then gets out of your head.
Well, of course, Ashton blushes at this. Well, to be fair, I didn't exactly expect you guys to be alive. No offense. Oh, none taken. Though I have a feeling that even if I was the one to call you over, that's not what you want to talk about. Blushing gone, and sudden determination. Yeah. In short, tell me everything that's been going on your end. And then we switch back to a day after the museum.
What? Wait, we were just about to get to the part where we learned something. Nab it.
Nope,
Now I
that's
know.
metagaming. That's metagaming.
But yes, we fast forward to the next day after the museum fiasco.
Uh-huh.
And at this point, would you guys say you're at the bakery or the hideout?
Okay. I
vote bakery.
Alright, fine. Bakery sounds good.
Yeah, one of these days we really gotta maybe make a map of the bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound good, actually. Appropriate.
Well, that and I should also make my own map of the store Ashton works in, but that's for another time.
Right.
Anyway,
Yay!
the group meets up at the bakery, obviously about to discuss about the other day.
Hey guys.
Righty. I look excuse me. So Parker looks around, makes sure that they're not going to be overheard by the wrong people. And then he looks at any security cameras around and just asks innocently, "Hey, do those things record sound?"
No.
No? What a shame.
Really, Parker?
Well, I'm just making sure that we're all where we ought to be, that we're not gonna, I'm making sure of stuff.
You don't
Okay?
wanna be overheard.
Yeah. If we're gonna discuss anything, sensitive, we should be smart about it.
Right.
But in any case, the next question is everything we know, now what?
You mean other than the fact that
Well,
shifters
we got
were...
a new potential ally.
Right, yeah. And
Well,
these...
well, two, if you count the fact that apparently not only shifters were around longer than we thought, but apparently they were also considered gods. And apparently had their own thoughts and feelings.
Yeah, that's the big thing. I'm starting to think maybe we shouldn't come up with it anymore. At least, not haphazardly.
Right.
If that's the case, we really should try to just get the most out of what we got, unless there's no other option.
Right. And there goes my idea to making a healer.
I guess I'll be the sole healer then.
Of course, then
Well-
Ashton suddenly pauses and... Then again, one of my healers was going to be the medic from Team Fortress 2, so maybe it's a good thing.
Blink, blink. Anyway, madness aside, we have to... Okay, so we have a very delicate situation to deal with. We have somebody inside of true humanity who's a newborn shifter.
Right.
If they find out what he is in a lot of trouble.
Right, yeah.
Although then again, at least from what I understand, and what you guys said, sounds like he was already thinking of leaving the group anyway.
True. But now do we want him to leave?
Hmm?
What would be the best option?
Oh, you talking about us having an inside man?
Possibly. But that's only if he's up for it.
It's also extremely risky. We don't want a shifter that close to people who don't like shifters. The worst thing that could possibly happen is actually worse than them just attacking him. They might want to run experiments on him or test quote-unquote treatments.
Yeah, and didn't he
Right.
mention about those canine bots supposed to be able to sniff out high concentration of electrolytes or something?
Blink, blink. Oh. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, he is in
Yeah.
trouble. He is in trouble right
He
now.
needs to get out. He needs to get out somehow.
We need to find... Is there any way we can find him? Did anyone get his number?
I was just about to ask. I
You know
don't
what?
think so.
I'm gonna give this something of a cartoon moment.
Eh?
Ashton phone's rings.
Oh, well, ain't that plot convenient?
And of course he
Alright.
answers and hello, this is whoa. Oh, hey. Okay, one moment. Hold on. He pushed the button and okay, you're on speaker.
Hello?
Hey,
What?
guys, this nerve-wracking, got room for one more member?
Yeah, I guess. If
Uh,
you're okay with it.
So, Parker Heaves is like, where are you?
But, oh, no, I'm fine, it's, I'm sorry, this is just nerve-wracking with all this, and, thank God I was already thinking of quitting that group, so, thankfully, no questions asked, they let me go.
Dot,
Hope
dot,
they
dot.
aren't suspicious.
No, they're not. Some people have actually been leaving the group anyway. Only the diehard people are sticking by.
Yeah, that does sound good for us then.
Yeah.
So, if that's the case, then I think we should have another meeting, and once we figure out where we will meet, we will let you know.
Oh, sure. Okay, I get it.
What?
Not you. It's
I quietly put my finger on her lips.
sorry. That was Asim. He also wants to talk to you guys.
Ah.
What do you think?
Well,
I suppose.
I mean, it's not like we weren't going to talk to either of them at this point.
All right. Put him on, if that's how that works.
Oh, no, he wants to talk to you guys in person.
Okay.
I mean, it's nothing
Alright.
bad for what he explained, but, something about tradition or something?
Right.
I'll let you guys talk about a meeting place. I have a feeling I'm gonna need to ask Asim a bit more about what he's talking about this was sort of a last-minute thing.
We can meet at the park.
Perfect. Night, day, wait a minute. Maybe it should be night. Less people.
Yeah.
Alright then, I guess we're meeting at the park.
Alright. I'll bring snacks.
Okay, see you then.
See you.
And phone hangs up.
Well,
And-
convenient.
And I need to step away from the computer for just a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright, we'll go to brief intermission and talk about perfect timing.
Alright, I'm gonna take advantage of this moment too.
Alright.
Alright, who all is back at? Ah. Alright. It's the tie moment. It's tie time. I suppose. So, chat, if anyone is there. How are you all doing? I hope y'all are having a good time. And having a very good week. I don't know about you guys, but I am seriously looking forward to doing New Year tomorrow. Oh, it looks like we do have a new follower at some point. We got a new follower.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. Also, did you notice we have a new follower?
Huh, that's weird.
Yeah, Radio King 88.
Oh, I know who
Sounds
that
legit.
is. I mean, granted, at least according to my Streamlabs desktop, it says 3 months ago, literally me99 followed. So why isn't that showing up here? Very strange.
Yeah, your most recent follower is Radio King 88.
It's very strange. Oh well. Shall we get back to the game, or is Leaf still away from the computer?
He is still AFK.
Ah. So, how you liking the game so far? Short as it is.
It's good. going good.
Oh, that's good.
I am looking forward to tomorrow between our session 0 and Lunar New Year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Boy, I forgot about Lunar New Year.
I did not. I have been planning all week.
Now, unfortunately, that isn't exactly one of the holidays I'm used to celebrating. Although I have been rather curious to see if I can make mooncakes.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Yeah, although I would have to look up the right recipe, see if I could get permission to even try, maybe get in some practice.
Some of the ingredients are very interesting. Like lotus beans and whatnot. Lotus pods, rather, and all that kind of stuff.
No, I'm really curious.
Yeah. Have you ever had mooncake before?
No, actually.
Oh, they're so good. I've had them before. They are amazing. Yeah, let me send you a recipe.
Ooh.
I don't think I'll be able to make it this year, but...
Well, obviously not. And plus, like I said, I think I'm going to need a bit more practice with making such a delightful treat.
Also, you need to let them set for a few days before actually eating them.
Well, goes to show what I know.
There are a few different kinds, too. There's also, like, snow moon cakes, which are made using mochi, and they're, like, pure white, kind of crystally looking. Like, see-through, almost dose-like. Copy link address. We'll send you this Joshua Wiseman video. Oh, what's going on here in chat? Oh, last song. No, that was just you.
Oh, yeah, that was from earlier.
Yes.
Ooh. I'm definitely going to have to take a look at that afterwards.
But for now, we have a game to play.
Oh, welcome back. Someone took their sweet time.
Well, excuse me.
Wingsong.
Anyway.
What do you think about mooncakes?
Mooncake.
Anyhow, let us move on.
Yes, let us.
So, the phone call just ended.
Yep.
And I guess we're meeting at the park at night.
After dark.
Ooh.
And we've officially become the reason why you don't go to the park after dark. Great.
Let's walk around the park after dark.
And Parker just kind of sighs a little bit and says, you know, you could have asked us first if we had, like, anything in our schedules that would get in the way of that tonight.
Do you?
That's not the point.
Well, I don't have anything.
I don't have anything either.
So this works out perfectly.
Lucky for you.
I love you.
I love you too. Anyway, I guess we should start getting those snacks ready.
Yes.
Well, why not have something on hand?
Us some bagels. And get the good cream cheese. All the fun flavors of cream cheese.
I don't think I've ever been in a game that focused this much on snacks and nutrition, and I think I love it. Because any excuse to think about food makes me happy.
Happy.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sing the song.
That's good to know. And while she's working on that, Parker looks over at Ashton. Yeah. Think this is a little bit too convenient, don't you?
A little, but at the same time, I don't think he would have had much of a choice if he wanted to stay safe.
That is true, but I am actually kind of glad that she didn't immediately suggest the hideout or even mention it.
You think I would've?
No, I'm just saying we probably shouldn't for the time being.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with that one, especially since, if not because of the hideout, then definitely because of Ace and Johnny.
Yes, and we don't know... even if he is perfectly clean in this, we don't know if anyone's tailing him. He was let out from the group, a group that has, you know, shifter detectors around them. And they just let him go.
That is a bit
So
weird.
let's just play it cool for a bit.
Alright. I'm not gonna admit. You're surprisingly acting like a sensible person.
And he kinda gives Ashton a sideways glance.
Hey, can you blame me? Half the time you're just jumping into things.
Oh, so what? You think I'm the dumb one of the group now? Is that it? Huh?
We always
Sort of.
have.
Nobody asked.
Love you, babe.
Anyway, we know what to do, and more importantly, what not to do. And once we meet, there's just so much dangling over our heads, and we have no clear path forward.
Well,
all we know is...
Well, not for nothing, but did we ever?
That's part of the problem. These things just keep growing around us, and we can't answer back. The best we can do is just, you know, transform and fight the moment things get out of control. What we need to do is we need to start figuring out how to prevent that part from happening, so that we don't destroy everything we touch.
Well then, why not create a character that rebuilds or protects? I mean, we actually did a pretty decent job in the museum, all things given. It's just a matter of I mean, it's also a matter of finding balance. Especially since, nothing, those guys are a part of us as we are a part of them.
Yeah, but...
Please roll mind.
Did you rolling of mind? I apply the D20th of 20s. Oh. Hang on. I'm going to add...
Don't worry. This was just to see if you realized something of what he just said.
Oh.
I'm gonna say you noticed it very faintly, but you're too worried about other things.
Oh. Okay, so I give him a glance again. But... yeah, for right now, I transition back into my own line of thought then. The issue is... we need to start building something of our own. We can't just let these groups and corporations amass all of this power and then throw it at us. We need some kind of show of intent. Like, maybe build a movement of our own.
Well, not a bad idea. Though, I know I'm going back to creating characters, but we may need to actually revisit the idea of creating a Isabel character, if that's the case. Because if we're going to be building a group, we're definitely going to need someone or something to get that clock to be quiet.
Wait your turn, clock. The Game Master Game Master PC is talking right now.
Ah, Killivanus, I should have seen this coming. There we go. Now, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. We're definitely needing someone or something to act as basically our spokesperson, or even a lawyer at this point.
Oh, boy. Are we gonna have to make a Phoenix Wright, OC?
Actually, because there are things, such a thing as crossovers. Could be a crossover of Animal Crossing and Phoenix Wright.
Oh, I was kidding. Oh, he starts rubbing his temples. I was kidding. Then he turns away. I was not serious about that.
What? What did I say?
At that moment, Rebecca comes out with bagels and cream cheese.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Then he just grabs one and starts nibbling, munching.
Most of these are for when we go to the park.
Okay, I just need one.
Alright.
Okay, seriously, what the heck did I say?
I can't wrap my head around law. And I've never played an Animal Crossing game. Don't make me play an Animal Crossing game, please!
Okay.
You have to.
And you do realize there's probably more than one gamers here, so to speak, that may have at least played either one or both of those games?
I mean, yeah, but where are we gonna find one of those?
Okay, now Ashen is giving you a deadpan glare.
And Parker just kinda looks back at you, look back at him and smirks. Alright, so we'll let you tackle that end of things, as you'll probably have an easier time of it. And my guys, well, I seem to be pretty comfortable on, well, the front lines, as it were.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Somebody has to be. It's not like the world has been welcoming us with open arms.
True. She wraps her arms around his shoulders, Parker's shoulders.
And
Aww.
Parker just sort of closes his eyes a little bit and enjoys it.
Shall we go?
Go where? Oh, yeah, right, that. Yeah, I think so.
Alrighty.
Alright. Then I suppose we shall fast forward to later that night at the park.
Park!
Park.
Pork.
Park. Parker at the park.
Oh, what the heck? There we go.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, sorry, I had to adjust the minimal, maximum magnifying glass thing, since apparently go one moment too close and the characters go off the map.
Yes.
Excuse you, character map that doesn't know how to not be subtle or gradiated. I don't know where I'm going with this. Continue.
Yes, anyway, just make sure you guys can control. Okay, You can control your character, and you can
Yep.
control your character. Good.
Whee!
And Parker, can you move your character just in case?
I can. Look, I'm looking that way.
Well, you're looking away from a seam.
I'm
Well,
working
not
on
a
it.
seam, Hamade.
Okay, I just gotta turn him back around. Yeah. Yep.
Either way, you guys make your way to the park and notice that he's at the fountain.
Mm-hmm.
And he's obviously sitting on the bench, looking a little nervous, but compared to earlier, seems excited.
Rebecca is going to take the lead, or at least approach first.
And Parker is going to be hanging back and keeping an eye on their surroundings.
And Ashton is going to follow you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Why are you so nervous?
Oh, I can't contain it. This is so amazing. You have no idea the history that's coming from all this.
Oh? What?
Yeah,
Oh,
even
boy.
even Ashton's a little surprised at this. What are you? Oh my goodness, you have. Like, get this. Apparently, the first host of Raw was actually the first pharaoh, and it turns out that he chose all the priests to also be hosts of the gods, which actually turns out to be shifters. And they actually had some sort of bond or balance between them so that one can't really take over the other, but they work in harmony.
Oh, wow.
And Parker's just sort of nodding along, is like, and he's still keeping an eye on the surroundings.
I'll work
It's
on your
dark,
first
but
day.
Well,
but he's still, yeah.
well, like, at least we can tell you're really excited about this. Oh, you have no idea, and oh, crap, I'm doing it again. He kind of does that shrinking head to the shoulder bit where he feels guilty. Sorry.
Rebecca reaches out to him and just pats him on the shoulder. You're fine. To be honest, we were mostly worried about you because of your association with True Humanity.
Oh, right, thanks. I mean, honestly, it was just dumb luck that not only was I already considering quitting, but a bunch of other people were going to as well.
So why were those other people leaving exactly? Do you know?
Honestly, it was pretty much one of two reasons. One, group wasn't actually going anywhere. Or two, it was not all that cracked up to be. Especially with the technological stuff.
Oh my.
Well, yeah, you remember what I told you about those canine bots looking worse than usual, like somebody took the best parts from them? That ended up being a other factor. Well, that and the whole Firetronics group possibly looking into why some of the technologies are in those canine bots, but yeah, that's a lot of people ended up leaving the group no matter what, so
do you know what other kinds of technologies may have wound up in those things? What other companies they may have borrowed from?
well, as far as I know, that was the only company whose technology was apparently used.
So, why? Well, obviously because they have the technology. But How did they get it?
Well, beats me. I mean, as far as I know, it was, at least what I understand, possible donations or something.
It's a weird thing to donate to an organization.
True.
Well, that was what I heard. Apparently, at least according to the rumors before I left, someone from the Firetronics group was actually donating to the leader.
Did you get a name? Or...
No, they didn't leave a name. Only it was a silent benefactor.
I see.
Okay. Somebody there, maybe just an individual, believes in their cause.
That's scary. That's very concerning.
I'll say.
That, or it's just some random rich guy who bought technology from them, who put it in there. But first things first, we look at the company itself.
I would
Well-
suggest you guys be careful with that one. I mean, even with the problems going on, Firetronics is pretty big. I mean, concerning...
That's true. But, we know how to handle big.
Ashton looks at you. Correction. We only have a faint idea of how to go against something big, but not a company.
Look. We have the necessary tools for when the things get really bad. What we need to do is make sure they don't get that bad. And to do that, we need some information. And to get that information, I'm probably going to have to go ninja.
But you already transformed just a few days ago into...
Well, I mean, I can transform after a couple of days. That or...
But-
okay, no, Angler's not smart enough to know how to do any of that stuff.
Wait,
And,
Angler?
inking up the entire place isn't exactly stealthy.
No.
wait, Angler?
Long story.
Well, I'm not even gonna let you guys... I'm not even gonna bother with the roles. Hamade's eyes widen and... Holy smokes, you guys have more than one in you?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty common for shifters in this time period.
Well, that certainly explains things.
And
But-
Parker is internally kicking himself a little bit for possibly saying too much.
Yeah, you know what, I'm not gonna bother making you guys roll for this one. You guys realize that wasn't Hamade speaking.
Blink, blink.
Oh.
Okay, I
Hi,
think the
Queen.
cat got your tongue.
Sorry, I guess he's really anxious to talk to you guys.
Alright, so let's just cut to the chase. Looks around. Does he see anything that could resemble an onlooker? Or a passerby?
Nope, there
Or
isn't anybody.
spy?
Or
Okay.
Spy.
Alright. Place looks
Spy is sandwich.
the place looks relatively secure, reasonably secure. So go ahead and let your Hasim, was it? Say his piece.
Hermione nods, and And I knew I forgot to do an art piece for the bracer. Oh well, there's always another time. He taps on the cat ornament on the bracer twice, and then... Give me a moment.
Doodly 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 doodly.
And now Hasim stands before you guys.
Yeah, Rebecca is staring in awe.
And Parker's just gonna move himself a little bit closer to a jump in front of Pink Thing position.
Ashen
Is a kitty.
stares,
All right.
but preparing for anything. And after a few seconds of silence, Hasim smiles and then bows. Greetings to you, noble hosts.
Rebecca bows back.
And Parker just says, "Hiya."
Ashton bows, and of course, after Parker says the hiya, Parker, respect!
And Parker bows and stands back up.
Asim does raise one of his eyebrows at this, but it's more out of amusement.
All right. So, what did you want to know?
Well, there's much I could ask much of you, but he hops down from the bench. Well, actually, I'm gonna say he jumps over you guys to get off the bench.
Yep.
Turning. Turn. Hold on. There you go.
Need help?
Nope, I'm good.
Ah, there you go.
The blue dot was just kind of hitting on a scene space.
Whoops. Where was I?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You've all turned.
But once you guys turn back to him, his face suddenly becomes at least a little bit more serious.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But first, this is one thing I must ask.
Yes.
How did you three become hosts to the gods?
All right. Let me handle this one.
Parker, are you sure about this?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So, Parker takes a little bit of initiative and tells them, well, it's a bit of a complicated story involving technology that did not exist during your time. But, long story short, these, what you see as gods are, not actually gods. Or at least, they didn't start off as anything that actually existed. Like, if I were to transform into Heishiro, which is the one that you saw at the museum, Heishiro started his existence as an idea that I had in my head of a character from a how do I explain TV show? From a story that I listened to from, you know, faraway lands. I heard the story, I made up a character, and that is where Heishiro came from. We got hit then by this weird surge of technology, this electrical surge at the arcade, and various metal things that we carried on us all turned into little devices that we used to transform into these what we thought were just made up people.
What he said.
Yeah, pretty much. Seam turns, with his hands to his back, walks a bit away. So, you only became a chosen host by mistake.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going around these days.
Yet, you're not revealing all of what happened that day. He turns back to you. There's something more you have yet to even tell me.
There is?
Well, unless you can jog my memory a little bit as to what that might be, that's all I can think of.
Roll mind. And I shall do the same for Ashton.
You're rolling the D20th of 20s. Aha!
Okay,
been me.
so far,
Nice.
you're good. Okay,
Woo.
so far. Let's see. Oh,
And now for
Ashton has a
hilarity.
+1.
Hilarity.
Yep, hilarity ensued.
Well, I will say this. While Ashton has a faint idea of what Asim is talking about, you guys suddenly remembered it wasn't just because of the incident. It was also because of the battle.
Right.
Yeah, we were in the middle of a confrontation at the time. You think that might have had anything to do with it?
Perhaps.
Possible.
The fact is, we don't actually know very much about how all this works. We just know what we observed.
Yeah.
He remains serious, but there's a hint of sadness. I see. So it is the same as with my own host. Or at least, my first host. And at least from my understanding, you three have only by accident stumbled upon the old method of calling forth and creating gods again. By mistake.
Yeah. I guess that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And then a horrible, terrible thought hops into Parker's head. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
What?
Okay, Mr. Catman, you mentioned your first host. How many hosts have you had?
Counted his descendant? Only one.
Okay. And Parker looks at his ring. And then he realizes something. Guys,
Yeah?
Yes?
we really need to take extra care to protect these focuses of ours. Because, if he could transform using a focus that belonged to someone else first, that means anyone who takes ours could possibly use them to take our alternate forms.
After that sentence,
Right.
Asim laughs.
Oh?
Something you want to share with the class? Oh, forgive me, young hosts. It's not at you. I'm afraid there's also been when I do say that the knowledge of the creation and choosing of gods, hosts, has been lost, it seems that you've only clarified how lost it truly is.
He blinks. So, something is lost, and that's all I got from that. Elaborate. What was lost?
Oh, young host. It's quite simple, really. He steps towards you guys again. Do you really think that my birth was truly by the hands of Bastet?
At this point, I have no idea what to believe.
Well, perhaps I can in turn teach you something else. We gods may have been born of the storms, but we were first given true birth by man's thoughts, their hopes, their dreams, their imagination.
And then the pieces fall into place. And so, the technique for creating or for turning a man into a shifter is as old as lightning. Oh boy.
Of course, the power of the storms is only half of it. You see, when I say we gods are often born by man's dreams and imagination, it is not just our forms and skills and powers. It is also our stories. For without them, we ourselves would not be who we are today.
So essentially, you guys did exactly what we did thousands of years ago. And that's how the gods were born. Well,
That makes sense.
that's got some implications to it. And I just hope that nobody starts a freaking cult over it today. Guys, we need to be checking if anyone starts any cults over this today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, no offense, but whenever people start worshipping something new en masse, it usually ends up very badly for a lot of people. At least nowadays.
At this, Asim nods in understanding. That I could not argue with, for even in my time, there were moments where certain religions went too far with their beliefs.
Alright. So, now that we know all of this, what does that mean? What action is there for us to take? Who do we look into, and how do we protect other shifters like us?
That I could not answer. At least, not in this time. Especially since there is another reason I wish to speak with you three.
Yes?
I believe Haramati mentioned over the, what was it you call them? Telephones? That,
Sure.
yes. I believe he mentioned that I wish to speak to you in regards to tradition.
Oh yeah, he did mention that. So, okay, what traditions do you wish to bestow upon us from the distant past?
Okay. At least now I can do this for certain. I just did a roll for Ashton for a mind, and he's getting a very strong feeling that he and you guys are not gonna like this.
Uh-oh.
Wow, what an important piece of insight right there. So,
It's quite simple, really.
So,
So-
what is this? Yeah.
You see, at least when it came in my timeline, the choosing of the hosts, or priests, as you were, they had to go through a trial of sorts.
Great. I see where this is going.
You see him
Are we
start
gonna
to
have
step
to
back.
take a test?
You could say that.
Were we gonna have to fight you?
Well, not me specifically.
Oh boy.
And then I'm gonna have to ask each of you guys to roll a D9 and then a D3.
Okay. It was
They make those?
roll. How did we do this again? It's been a while.
It's a D9.
Slash. Wing, help me out here. You don't. You
Okay.
probably remember this better than I do.
Well, barely.
R
Okay.
slash. No, that's not.
R, wait, slash ROLL, and then do the 1D9. Here we go.
Alright,
Oh.
Like that.
so-
I did it on the, for those in the video section.
1D9. Random number generation. Right?
Yep. You can
Wait.
say that.
Well, that wasn't a good. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, forward
And
whatever, I'll just take it from here. I copy you. Copy. Backspace. Paste.
D3.
And roll. That's not doing anything. This is saying unrecognized command.
Weird. Well, I should have had it copied onto. Oh. Oh my.
You're fine.
But why didn't it work for me?
Weird.
Because you maybe put a space.
Yeah, that might be it. Like between
You
roll and the
roll
1D9.
and the D20. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Paste.
also don't need the 1 if you're only rolling 1. So.
Oh, doy. Sorry.
Your D9. I got a
Alright,
6.
Alright. And roll 1D3, please.
Doop-a-doo-doo. D3. Go. Do.
Alright. And now
Okay,
it is
So,
Ashton's turn to make his roll.
Yep.
I am worried about whatever the
Oh
blue
my.
blazes this is.
And now for the 1D3. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
All of us got each number.
I'll say.
Okay.
Especially since
Sure. One for each of us.
almost went down the line. Almost. Cause the interesting thing.
What is all of this?
I
Why did
will
we do
make-
that?
Well, to explain a little bit about a scene here. Cause among the since he is a god, that means he also has certain powers and abilities, including summoning.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no.
Yep.
We're gonna fight as shadow clones.
You know, funny you should say shadow.
I need to stop saying words to you.
Well, this was gonna happen either way, cause let's see, who was it that rolled? Ah, yes, Avian.
Mm-hmm.
Eh?
Ah!
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's just the system. Sorry.
Giant shadow tiger. Good to
Heavens,
know. Yeah.
no. No, but you do have to face 3 of them.
Huh?
Lovely.
Oh.
Now, Parker, which were you? Oh, yes.
Eh?
Not that one. Not that one.
Oh.
Here we go.
We were rolling an encounter table.
You could say that. Oh,
Hey!
I forget that. Yours is a shadow tiger.
There's an actual shadow tiger.
Yep, and you have to face 2 of them.
Oh, joy. And our healer gets to face 3 shadow leopards, I guess?
Cheetahs.
Panthers. Oh.
3 cheetahs. Oh dear.
Yeah. The ironic part? Ashton, because he
Wait a minute.
he rolled for a lioness, and he's only has to face 1 of them.
Wow. Good, no. Little squished up lioness.
Can we trade?
I don't think he's gonna
Oh,
allow
boy.
us to trade. Oh, nope. Might as well keep those small anyway. But anyhow,
Alright then. So,
making a grand gesture, and 6 giant cats appeared. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Let us say that this one is to test your worth and balance with your creations.
well. If it's a fight you want, then it's a fight you'll get.
I suppose it's time to bring out the other cat, isn't it?
Oh, it's been a while. Ah, then. He starts fiddling with his ring.
Uh-huh.
Now, who do I want to bring out today? And then he starts to think, maybe something a little bit agile. And he decides he wants to bring out Sir Fibio.
Woo. And he's already technically on this map, so I don't know, I have
Right.
to
Ribbit.
and
Yeah,
boop.
for those of you
There
watching
he
at
is.
home, he's not actually a sir or a knight or anything. He's just a dude with stretchy arms.
Asim's eyebrow rises in surprise, but also intrigue. And next down the line. Rebecca?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that was going to be Crash.
Oh, whoops.
Time for Crash.
Okay, my bad.
The other cat in her collection.
Okay.
Yep, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Not usually that big.
Well, obviously
But-
not.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get the real Rebecca off the map for a bit.
Bye, Rebecca.
Oh, right. I also have to give you guys control. Oh,
Yeah.
I have control. I have control.
okay.
I do not.
Whoops. There we go.
Guff.
Our happy healer is gonna be pile driving big kitties.
Okay. Now, Ashton thinks about it. All right. Guess there's only one way to go about this. He touches the compass, and this is actually going to be the first time bringing out this big boy.
Uh-huh. Big money, come on.
All right, let's go with this token. I can always just show the image to the viewers. Oh, there we go. Because I don't want to accidentally bring Crash out again.
One crash is enough. Whoa. Squishy.
Yeah, a little too squished.
We got an animatronic.
Yep. And for those at home who are curious to know what he really looks like,
Oh.
Ooh.
this,
Whippendipular.
ladies and gentlemen, if I can find the character sheet for him, here he is. Meet Forrester Squirrel, a fan creation from the FNAF series. More specifically, Security Breach.
Ooh.
All right.
Let's
now-
get fazzy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try never to say that again. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Let me tell you something, Conan Bell. Ever say that again, I will eat your face!
This does not remotely surprise me.
Of course I wouldn't.
Okay.
I guess I can't. Oh, well. Maybe next time we can make the map a little bigger and that will make the proportions a little bit better. Anyway.
I find this hilarious and want this to be a mainstay of the character.
Anyway. After the
Alrighty.
transformations and looking mildly impressed, then become serious and thus let the trial begin.
Alright.
Alright. Who's initiating?
Well, since we're going by the rules, let's see. Yes. Avian, since you technically rolled the 2, you get to go first.
Well, the 3.
Oh no, the 2 was to choose which animal you face.
Ah. Right, yes, that too. Let me tell you something, Miss Lioness. I am going to turn you into a coat by the end of this.
Wait. Oh yeah. You traded?
Yes.
Okay.
And she takes a claw and swipes at it.
Yeah, bad news. the Shire Lioness leaps over you and basically pounces on Forrester.
Oh,
Well,
that's not going to work.
yeah, because here's the thing. That was not your chosen foe.
Right. I have to fight these guys. More coats! I'll make a coat and some pants and a rug!
You do that, sister.
Let me tell you something, Frogman! I will use your arms to wrap you around a pole. I don't know.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Alright, anyhow.
Yeah, you might want to roll, I'm going to say agility, because I just rolled for the cheetahs.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. You got 3 copies of the fastest land animal on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You know, it's kind of funny, too, because that 6 beats the 4.
Yep.
Oh.
And so, regardless, you dodge all 3 of them.
And judging from those numbers, it was probably as graceful as a hippo on a trampoline.
Anyway, that was yours and the cheetah's turn. Fibio, you're up.
Okie dokie. So, I'm just gonna use my movement action to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces this away, so that I have direct line of sight with this bad boy over here. And step 1, I am going to strike that thing with my lily paddler. And I'm going to be gunning to use its special ability to slap a lily paddle onto whatever target it hits to temporarily blind them.
Okay, so since you're obviously going for one target, I will be rolling for both of them this time.
Okay.
Whoa. Apparently I did it twice. So, let's see if you can beat those numbers.
Okay. Alright. Lily paddler. Accuracy. I put down fight plus dexterity. Okay. Dexterity is a 0 and fight is +2.
Yeah, you might want to go with fight.
Yeah, that's the fight is, yeah. This one is supposed to add them both up together, but because dexterity is nothing, it's kind of moot. Alright. Rollin'.
Nope.
Put dispenser here.
Yeah, sorry. They jump over your attempt and now they're right in between you.
You're right in between them.
Oh, you're right in between them.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Been to any good buffets lately?
All right, let's see. Because I'm going to say they are now going to retaliate with the claw attack.
Good boy.
And that roll was for both of them, so now you got to roll to see if you can dodge it.
Okay, and my agility is +2 again. And I have okay. Major leap is an action. Darn it.
Ah, crap.
Help me. I did not beat that. Ah, criminy Christmas. Should have gone with something tough.
Although, my roll was for both of them. You have a chance to dodge both of them, so I'm gonna say this one's it's a failed dodge for one. I'm gonna give you another chance to at least roll for the other one.
Ribbity roll.
Ah, cried.
I am gonna throw in one of my D6s for this.
Yes, please.
D6.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, you get hit by one.
I got 2 more.
Yeah, you get hit by one, but the other definitely misses.
And that freaking height. That's 1 strike. 2 more. Oh boy. Alrighty. That's no good. But now we got 1 more fighter to precipitate.
Yep. And depending on he goes, let's see. I'm gonna say he throws off the lioness. So with a +2. Not bad. Let's see if she gets thrown off successfully. Yep.
Yep.
She gets thrown right over the fountain.
Good gravy.
Hey, it's an
His
animatronic.
hydraulic muscles don't mess around.
Nope. And of course, he goes around the fountain himself and takes out his whip.
Whip-a-dip-a-doo.
Of course, that was his actions. So now the lioness is going to make her attempt at combat. Okay. So let's see if he's good with agility.
Agilitement.
Nope.
That's a no.
Yep, so that's 1 fail for him.
Yeah.
We're not doing so good so far.
So far, but don't worry.
Alrighty.
You know, the hard part, now that I think about it, you failed 1 roll. So technically you get that D6 back after using the other one.
That's for a skill check, not necessarily for battle.
Oh, alright, never mind then. Well, anyway, it's your turn again, Rebecca.
Yep. Let's go! I'm gonna try and swipe at them again.
Alrighty.
Hold on. Roll.
Oh dear. Well, let's see how they do. Oh my god!
That's why you never give up hope until the very end.
Yep.
You gotta cheer up and never ever give up hope.
Yep.
Yep. You know
So
what?
yeah, I'm gonna claw at them.
Since there is 3 of them, 2... No way.
Ooh.
I swear, if the next one... What the heck?
Whoa. Okay, you just turned a swipe attack into an AoE attack right there.
Yep. So, I will give you this. You strike them all, and, it looks like they're starting to fade away.
Yeah. Well, also keep in mind, Apoplexians have claws on the back of their wrists.
True.
Those are pointy and
They
they're
curve.
and they hurt.
Well,
They
either
hurt.
way, I'm gonna let you know on this one. If you manage to strike your opponents 3 times, they will disappear.
All right.
That's how it do.
But for now,
All right.
let's see if they can retaliate.
Nope.
Well, you don't know. You don't know.
Well, this is basically a group attack, so,
Can you beat a one with your toughness and or agility?
Toughness. So I'm gonna go with toughness and roll.
It
No,
appears
I
as
can't.
it appears as if you certainly can.
yeah, I'd
Just
say
on the
that...
basis of being a wall of muscle.
I definitely say that you succeed in dodging their attempt.
Yeah, but that was with toughness. So she just sort of stood there while they threw themselves at her and just sort of watched them bounce off of her rippling biceps.
That tickles.
Well, anyway, Parker, you're up.
Okay, this is a very bad place for an arms boxer to be in. So I am going to use my action of Major Leap to create some distance. And squat down and go back here as my initial action, my main action, and then I use my movement action to go up here. So, how much distance can you guys cross and still have an action left?
I'm pretty
He
sure
said,
outside
totally
the
breaking
park.
the fourth wall. Not really. That was just me realizing what I sounded like halfway through saying it.
Yeah, you're also outside of the park, though.
Huh?
Yeah, you're outside of the park.
You're outside of the fences.
Well.
Yeah, you might want to come back to maybe about here.
Okay.
Or there, if that works. Well, either
Okay, yeah.
way, I hate to tell this, but, Asim looks to you, impressed with your leaps, but also shakes his head. Oh, young one, you have much to learn. The cast turn into shadows and immediately teleports back in between. Back around you.
Okay, someone's pulling some hacks up here.
You know what? Heck with it. You suddenly hear Fibio's voice saying, "They be made of shadows, you idiot!"
What? Hey, I did not ask for a commentary from the peanut gallery in my own head. Oh, this ain't good. This is very distracting. I'm gonna need you to shut up for the rest of my life, please.
Try and leap and punch, you knucklehead!
I used my major action for that big leap. Didn't know this was how it worked. I did not find these things in the monster manual, so I couldn't metagame my way to victory.
Good. Shut up.
Yes, that's basically it. Yeah. So I can't attack unless I have no, I don't have an extra thing I'm gonna do unless anything. No, I used my action poop.
Well, that's okay.
Well, you're
Because
good.
of your attempt to dodge, they made their attempt to keep close to you, but that also used up their action.
Yeah. All right. So none of this. Okay. So
You're just dragging out your battle.
creating. Hey, I learned something. Creating distance from these things doesn't necessarily work. So, unfortunately, turns out that Fibio was not the ideal choice for shadow tracking monsters. Got it. And that's my turn, I guess.
Well, like I said, because you attempted to avoid them, they made the action of basically sticking to your shadow, so to speak. So that uses up both of your turns. Hey now,
Lovely.
time for Forrester. And where's the, oh, there it is. He shall use the whip attack.
Let's get whip it.
As soon as the clock is done.
Ding dong, bing bong.
Dong, ding, ding, dong.
You're wrong. For those of you who watch Scrubs, I made a reference.
Indeed.
Boy, now I'm just picturing a crossover between House and Scrubs.
Oh god.
Now that would be an interesting episode.
That would have no tonal consistency of any kind.
I'm about to
Indeed.
send you something, Leaf.
Oh boy. Anyway, time for Forrester's roll. Oh boy. Let's hope his opponent doesn't succeed. Oh, thank goodness!
Yeah.
The lioness failed her attempt to dodge, so she gets struck. And says, I'm not doing the whole damage thing, it's just a 3 strikes your out bit.
Right.
But now she's gonna make an attempt. Oh boy. You know what? I think I'll stick with dexterity.
Agility.
Well, I fail anyway, so 2 strikes and then Forrester will be out of the game.
No.
Oh boy. Alrighty.
It's my turn again!
Yep.
Alrighty, I'm going to swipe again because that's really all I can do.
We gotta get you a pile driving move.
Yeah, probably. Alright.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Well, my first hit, so.
True. So, let's see how the...
Okay, attack
I'm
breaks
pretty
the
sure-
tie, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yes, so... Just one more strike to all of them. And... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say that you struck all of them at the same go. So,
Guys.
one more attack and one more strike to all of them, and they'll be out of the game. But for now,
I'm just picturing her now just sort of doing these low-hanging spinning moves as she swipes around, you know?
well, either way, it's the cheetah's turn. They will attempt to swipe, and oh boy.
Alright, I'm going to stay right in my spot again and do my toughness. Oh, too far.
Whoops.
There we go.
Flexing hard.
Holy smokes!
Oh! We need to see Crash more often.
Yeah!
Please have
She's
reason for
good
me to use
fight.
her.
Yeah, even Asim is really shocked and impressed at this. Like, the
I'm
cheetahs
just
are clearly
standing there
doing the...
taking it.
Yeah, because clearly the cheetahs are doing their best, but their teeth aren't even getting through your skin. They are...
Oh, you send 3 shrimpy cats against an actual brick house. Okay, imagine that.
Yeah,
She's mighty, letting it all hang out.
Yeah, and I will give you this. You hear Asim mutter to himself, note to self, ask Tamari to allow me to witness these visual stories.
Right then.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Fabio, you're up.
I will
Yeah.
have to introduce you to the corn of popping!
She sounds like an extra aggressive Starfire right now. Let me tell you something, Hasim, god of cats. So, thinking a little bit, if I can't get you guys away from me, then I, at the very least, can adjust your position a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can, going to switch, as a bonus action, my Lily Paddler to the Bubble Bomber.
Ooh.
And this one will be designed, if this lands properly, it will propel its target, that's this one, multiple feet into the air, and when it lands, it shall be prone.
All right.
Let's see if that works. So, accuracy is D20 plus fight, and fight is 2. And here I go.
Ooh.
Bingo.
Wow.
Yay!
Let's see if that one tiger can dodge it.
Ah, natural 20.
Oh, cried. The
Yep.
kill of it is the +2 makes it that you technically won, but
Okay.
you know what?
So
I'm gonna say
yeah.
this because it is a nat 20, but technically your 21 beats it. I'm gonna say your plan works on at least raising it into the air, but it doesn't take any damage from it.
Alrighty.
I'll take it.
And with that, it is in the air. And all the same, I'm going to use that as my opportunity to make my movement under it and move over here so that they're both in a row next to each other. You're not on the ground, you're not tracking my shadow. And now, instead of being between two angry kitties, they are both in a line. Which is what you do when you're fighting multiple opponents. Like, not just in gaming, but in real life, too. Reduces their advantage in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was my attack, that was my action. These things are freaking tough.
Really? I haven't noticed anything.
Nobody asked!
Alright, since
I will make you into a purse.
anyway, since the one cat is airborne for the time being, the other one's gonna make a swift attempt at an attack at you. Oh boy.
I got 2 more. And agility also. +2. How's it, boop? And I'm throwing in a second D6. Bam!
Okay, you managed to dodge. And that goes
This is not
for...
looking good.
Yeah, I'll say. Now is Forrester's turn. Now I'm gonna say this. Because you guys wouldn't be able to hear it. But Ashton suddenly hears Forrester's voice. He says, "Don't use the whip yet! Use the jump scare!"
Backseat fighting.
Well, either way, taking his advice and not questioning it. Ooh! And does the pretty kitty go against it? Nope!
Need a drink of water.
Yep.
Discord does not like these sounds.
And now it shall be at a disadvantage.
Ooh.
So the kitty is going to attempt to fight, but... Are you kidding me?
14. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, agility. Come on, come on, come on.
It was the right move, but the dice hate you.
Mhm.
Yep. No matter what, he fails. And with that, unfortunately, that's it for Forrester.
Mhm.
Hey, that was his third hit? Ooh.
Yep. Wait, was it?
I only remember 2.
Oh,
Or remember 1. This being the second.
that's right.
Yeah.
Because it was only for the pounds that he got pinned down.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying that. So he
Yeah, it
actually
didn't
has...
actually do any damage.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, we've only gotten through like 2 proper rounds.
Okay, so... He only has one more chance. But either way, is Super Kitty's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna
Knock him
grab
dead.
I'm gonna take both of my claws and just swipe inwards.
Big angry hug of pain and
Mhm.
slashing and owies and boo-boos and
Oh no.
Mhm.
And it is... Oh, they dodged.
yeah, they're finally starting to learn how this swiping works.
Yep. And now they're gonna attack.
Mhm.
Hibbity hoppity hibbity.
And my toughness. So I guess up. There we go.
Yeah, you dodge.
Are you even trying?
Just imagine they landed on top of him and they're just like gnawing on her head and bicep and shoulder.
Goodness. Well, I guess it's Fibio's turn again. So what will you do?
Alrighty. Okay. So this is a bit that's all. Here we go. Okay. Going for a grappling throw, which will actually be for accuracy. That will be a strength thing, particularly at this distance.
Mhm.
That is a 3. Accuracy, damage dice. I should probably move some of these stats around because I just realized a flaw with this particular system, but we're gonna have to fix that another time. Anyhoozle!
Mhm.
So his plan is to grab the one that he flung into the air initially, but he's back on the ground by now.
Well,
To
I'm gonna
grab
say
and
about
then
to land.
throw at the other one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say about to land.
Okay, so I'll snatch him out of the air, which makes it difficulter for him to dodge, which means... Can I get advantage on this one? Because his...
You know what? I'm gonna give you the advantage for this one.
Yay! I like advantage. How's your whoop? That's 15.
Good. Now let's see how the Flying Kitty and his partner in crime do. You know, it seems that no matter what, you are gonna succeed.
Okay, so I grab the air kitty, and I just sort of spin around once, jump in the air, and extend my arms just a little bit so that I can slam it down, all NBA style, on top of the other kitty right here.
Whoop, boom. And you
Dealing
finally make one strike on them.
Hooray!
Or was that two? No, that was one.
Yeah,
that was one, yeah.
Yep. Well, they shakily get up, turn to you, and now they're gonna attempt an attack. Though,
Bring it on.
I'm gonna say with a disadvantage.
What's the matter? Blunt force trauma not
Ooh.
good for your little noggins?
Ooh, so far so good. A 4.
Okay, for agility, Haibushki.
Thank goodness for that 4.
Okay. And, yeah, apparently they leap at me and I kinda gotta, like, stumble out of the way a bit, wind up over here's, and then, yeah, okay.
Boop. Boop.
Yeah. I do not like fighting my opponents this close up.
Then why the heck did you pick me to be your to be the fighter?
How was I supposed to know they could chase me wherever I could go?
Well, you better think of something, because I don't think at least we or anybody else is gonna last much longer.
We're doing fine. Okay, next up.
Yep, that would be Forrester's turn. And because of the successful jump scare, hopefully he'll get a better chance. So, I'm gonna say, let me think. You know what? At this point, he's gonna take a step back and use the whip again. And thankfully, that's a Dex 4. Ooh!
Woo!
And the kitties, and she's got disadvantage.
Come on.
Ooh, she fails. Another strike. One more and she's out of the game.
Let's do this.
All right. Now, she's going to try to attack again. Oh.
Lovely.
That's a 15.
Well, yeah. The 20 is usually normally a automated win, but since this is advantage, yeah.
Correct.
So, agility.
And don't forget you got D6s.
Yes, 1. I got 1d6.
I still have all 3 of mine.
Lucky you. 14, 15. Yep, that manages.
Who?
Yeah, barely dodged in time. And Rebecca, you're up.
I've got a really fun move. I'm gonna just scoop all of these guys up and toss them.
Oh my.
And my strength is 5, so let's see.
Oh,
I'm going to use my D6s. I'm going to use all 3 of them.
That's a nat 1 though.
Yeah, I would say hold off first.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, you go for the bear hug.
Yeah, and unfortunately they must have finally remembered that they're cheetahs, so they basically do a circle around you. So
Yeah,
now they're gonna attack.
They figured you out.
Yep. So now they're gonna attack. And I swear, if you no matter what, you succeed in dodging. All right, Parker.
And this is just a complete stalemate.
Yes.
You can't. One of them can't land a hit. The others can't penetrate the armor. Alrighty. And with that, it is time.
I probably would have easily won the battle if because I only have 1 hit left. I would have been perfectly fine with
that's
just
true.
using those D6s. That's why I was just gonna use all 3 D6s. Oh well.
It probably might as well you didn't use them. Especially since, let's face it, that was a natural nat 1. Anyway, Parker, you're up.
Time to bring out a very special fist. The other one that I have equipped is called the Flick-a-Tongue.
Ooh.
This is special because it actually does 2 hits.
Ooh!
So I get 2 chances. It is automatic. It's almost like rolling with advantage, except I get a chance of hitting twice. Let's do this! The primary frog head does this land?
Ooh. And do they dodge the first attack? No! It lands!
So, the punch goes over. Pitting, pitting! Knocking him out, and then comes the other attack, which is why it's called the flick-a-tongue. The mouth of the fist opens up, revealing a little fly on a tongue that hits with that. And you know what? I'm throwing in one last d6. Beat 16.
Well, let's see. Ho ho ho! Congratulations!
To add a little bit of flavor, transitioning this into his ultimate attack, which is a video game lore accurate rapid punch between all of his fists. Which just beats the ever-loving daylights out of him.
Well, either way, once you make the third hit on both cats, they turn to smoke and disappear.
Yeah, you see? Nothing to it. Yeah, he used up all of his dice, so I'm interpreting that as he's tuckered now.
Oh, great job, but why the heck didn't you use that attack to begin with?
Hey, I don't want to use up all my juice on the first round.
Okay, that's fair. Still, not bad job.
Besides, if I had succeeded in blinding him, that would have been a lot easier. Disadvantage on everything would have been busted, but also very useful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, it is Forrester's turn. And he's gonna do one last whip attack. And the kitty, who still has disadvantage. And now she disappears.
Okay.
And Ashton, clearly a little bit winded despite being an animatronic, practically puts his hands on his knees and makes like he's taking a deep breath. And, you know, maybe he could have started with that jump scare to begin with. Yeah, I figured. A little too late. Still, thanks for the tip. And Rebecca, it's your turn.
I'm going to take one cheetah and I'm going to throw it at the other two.
Okay then.
Yep. That's great.
Ooh.
Just grab it
And
and beat him with it.
let's see. And oh, whoops.
Whoop.
You know what? The thing is, no matter what that roll would have been had I not kept it to 2 by mistake, you managed to grab the... Get a phone call!
You managed to grab the phone out of her pocket and put it into her face.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I shall return.
Alrighty. Also, this music that I'm listening to is really good. I have boss music on in the background, basically.
I'm playing
Background music.
Skillet.
That's good. That is some good music, too. How are you?
A little bit harrowed. I saw big cats, and my first thought was force them to chase you using superior mobility. But apparently it's supposed to be obvious that chasing my shadow. It's not what shadow clone means.
There she is. Whee!
Having fun there?
Yes. I have Rebecca. Because if you slide your cursor along where the black is, you can actually look for your characters by simply looking for where the arrows are. I'm going to move this like way, way out of the way and see if Wing notices. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that I beat these cats.
Yep. Once the GM acknowledges it.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Interrupting this great big climactic moment of puny Shadow Cat.
I'm back.
I was welcome back. But yeah, I was kind of partially hoping that I would be like the first one done with my battles, that I could just kind of sit by a scene and just watch everyone. Hello.
But no, she a slow kitty. So not everything can work out as easy as that. Except, big hulking muscles still get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least on the bright side, you technically managed to take him out with one cheetah attempting to pounce you, but you managed to dodge, grab the tail, and basically swing around like it was a lasso, and managed to smack it against his two buddies.
Yep.
And thus, they turn to smoke and disappear.
And who thought today was gonna be hard?
Ugh.
That was fun.
Speak for yourself.
Mm-hmm. I immediately transform back.
And I suppose I do as well.
Alrighty. Give me a moment. And where is Rebecca's? Well, let me get you taken care of too. Okay, here's you. And seriously, where is she?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hush. Oh, there you are.
Guess who's been messing with stuff while you were on the phone?
What did
Like a little brat.
You little...
Anyway. So yeah, I bow to a scene. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Especially for the sudden surprise. And I'm gonna ask you both to roll mine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Is a D20. D20. Nope.
Yep, I'm using that D6.
You know what? Don't bother. You're probably too much in the high of the fight. Parker,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of something.
Uh-huh.
The moment you hear Forrest's voice, you realize you recognize it from somewhere, but you can't remember where.
Oh my.
You okay over there? You didn't happen to swallow some kid's soul, did you?
He turns to you and raises his eyebrow. Do I look like one of those historical pieces that have kids' souls in them?
Hey, the lore is so convoluted, I don't know what you look like anymore.
And he does a face palm. Ugh. Kid, I'm from the security breach part of the franchise. Aside from maybe one or two, the rest don't have kids' souls in them.
And he pauses, looks at him. Huh. That's all well and good, but, I believe there's someone in there that we want to see right now. Can we have our friend Ashton back?
You know what, I'm gonna give you both this. As he was talking about which part of the franchise he comes from or was inspired by, you realize his eyes were actually glowing a little bit brighter than usual.
Oh boy.
Now, which leads to the question, can you guys figure out what this means?
I don't know. My mind roll was pretty low just now.
All right, I'll give you another chance.
Wait. All right. Sure. So, the eyes glowing brighter. All right. So, if this is anything like his experience was with Fibio, he's going over there, walking on up to him, looking him square in the eye.
Kid, I don't swing that way.
Point blank, who am I talking to right now? Are you Ashton Russo McGeever, or are you someone else?
Well, at least you got something of a brain in ya.
Answer the question.
All right. Name's Forrester, or... since you're probably gonna figure this out too, Esther.
Esther?
Now, I'm sure I shouldn't have you guys roll for mine on this one, since you guys should definitely recognize their name from a particular night.
So, you were on the walkie-talkie.
Right. Yes, I remember Esther now.
Yep. I'll admit, that was my first time fiddling with that thing. Though, also will admit, Miss Tomes was not too happy with that one.
So you're all together somewhere. Great. So, where is Ashton right now?
Oh boy. The things that go through my mind, and I can't believe I'm going to be doing this. The glow fades, and then, flick to the forehead. I'm still here, you idiot!
Okay. Yeah, don't blame me for not taking anything for granted. Jeez.
Sorry.
Under the tree.
I mean, not for nothing. You were starting to sound like you were accusing Forrester for, I don't know, banish me or something.
Well, I don't know how this works, and we're not supposed to... Look, I know what it's like to lose control of these things. Just saying.
It's not loose of control, it's, I don't know how to explain this. Forrester, you mind explaining it a bit more? And the eyes grow a little bit brighter. Okay, look. I get we all get where you're coming from, Parker, but there's a difference here. We became aware that we weren't real. We became aware that we have our own sentience. But because of how we were, let's say, written up, we took the time to actually understand. Well, they took the time to understand. I actually had to get talked through it much easier. And we realized that trying to fight control for one body was not going to cut it. Especially since, well, let me put it this way. Ashton's basically our dad or brother at this point.
And Parker does not reply to this, simply turns his face away with a look of someone who has a lot to think about.
And Esteem steps forward. And that is the difference between a creation with a soul to a creation without a soul. And I will say this. Though it's clear that the consciousness has already begun to grow, you three have passed the trial.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness indeed. You mind if I hit the road, so to speak? Could use a rest after that fight.
Well, the rest of us have, so go ahead.
Thanks, and sorry about this, but, let's just say that I definitely get where you're coming from, Parker. And without further ado, Forrester's gone, and Ashton comes back.
Hooray! We like
Welcome
Ashton.
back.
Way to put me under the bus, Forrester. But, yeah, sorry about that. This time I figured better that at least one of those guys explain themselves to you.
And Parker remains quiet and pensive.
Parker?
He doesn't reply immediately.
I understand your fears. It is something we all have to face. But I can promise you that even by my perspective, your creations were built with a good heart. And all I can advise is that you at least one day attempt to speak with them yourself, so that you can both gain common grounds.
That's not going to be the easiest thing to do. Two of them don't speak English. One of them doesn't speak at all.
Asim chuckles. Well, perhaps out in the real world, but is that really true of the mindscape?
You tell me.
His smile is more gentle, but understanding. Then perhaps another time. For now, perhaps it's time that I also put myself to rest for the time being.
All right. It was nice talking to you again.
As it was good meeting you three properly, young host. Though, before I go, I must ask, of what story did your creation come from?
Mine?
Dot, dot, dot.
Oh, boy.
The story is known as Ben 10. It is actually quite a long series, and the story that my character first appears in, or is based off of the character where it first appears in, is Alien Force. It's a long story. We'll explain it later. And I was serious about the popcorn thing.
Oh my god. Popcorn? Is that a delicacy?
I suppose.
And hearing this, Parker's sullen expression can't maintain itself.
Oh no.
You have a lot to learn, but I guess we all do.
Indeed. So I suppose, at least until then, take care.
Wait. Would you like to learn of another one of our delicacies, known as the bagel?
Yes, I actually have one right here.
Ah, yes. You mentioned you would bring treats to this little meeting.
I give him an everything bagel with vegetable cream cheese.
He takes it, sniff it out of curiosity, and takes a bite and...
No.
My goodness, this is delicious!
Yes, it is. It is one of my favorite treats.
This is so much better than the honey bread the cooks would make centuries ago.
Ah, yes, honey cakes. I am aware of those.
Well, it may take a while for me to meet with you three again, but I may end up asking for more of these delectables.
Oh god, he's just embarrassed.
Oh boy. And of course he finishes...
Not as evil.
Well, he finishes the treat and, after licking his lips and composing himself, bows in gratitude and as a farewell, and until next time, then whoop and whoop. Woof. Holy smokes. Then I can still taste that donut. Or bagel.
Bagel.
Huh. That actually does taste good.
I
Wait.
made it at the bakery.
Wait. I can taste whatever he tastes?
I guess that means we should be careful what we eat and whatever forms we take.
Yep.
Well, I'm more worried about, well, no, then again, I can at least control what we eat and how much. Still, sorry about that. He asked me to not say anything about the trial bit.
Understood.
Still, that was incredible and fascinating. I didn't even know that the gods of his time could create shadow creatures.
Yeah,
Well,
I kind of
now
wish
we
I knew
know
the
it.
properties of those shadow creatures.
She elbows him in the rib.
Well, still, how are you holding up, Hamadi? And Hamadi turns to Ashen. Actually, a little tired, but not too bad. I kind of expected to be
The
painful.
bagel helps.
Well, yeah, there's that, but technically second time transforming like that, but it wasn't it wasn't even painful like I thought it was going to be.
Oh no, it's not really painful at all.
Just exhausting.
Yeah.
You should try fighting in that state. Whew. That'll put you through your paces.
Also, remind me to introduce a scene to pizza.
Oh God, no! Please, not that. If you're gonna do that, at least make it bagel pizzas or something.
It's a bagel.
Yeah, while you guys are joking about it, Hamade is looking down in contemplation and thinking real hard. Could we have been lied to this whole time?
Possible.
Don't know if it was knowingly lied to, but definitely misinformed.
More like severely. I mean, literally.
History doesn't always teach everything.
I'll say, I mean, literally, the only reason I joined that True Humanity group was because I thought they wanted to help the other shifters. Like you said, Parker, they were talking about, or the leader, whoever they were talking about how shifters were basically being possessed by spirits of other realities and literally forcing them to become what they weren't, and the process would always be painful when they took over. But this? He looks down again. This practically changes everything. Even with how long these shifters have actually been around. And if Egyptian gods were actually shifters, then does that mean other lores and legends were actually talking about shifters?
We can't necessarily assume that about all of them, but yeah, there were probably more.
Still, I think I have a feeling that, aside at least teaching us everything about the modern world, I'm gonna have to really look into all the myths and legends to see if there's anything concrete. Because there's definitely more going on than even I thought there was supposed to be.
Right.
Yeah, you get used to that feeling after a while. Still annoying, but yeah.
And Parker, you suddenly here, but you know you still love us.
Speaking of living rent-free in my head.
Rebecca has a bagel. It's got strawberry cream cheese on it.
Of course it does. Because pink.
Also because strawberry cream cheese is so sweet.
Oh, it is pretty darn good. I haven't had that in years.
I love strawberry cream cheese.
Anyhow.
She hands Parker one with cream cheese and salmon on it. Plain cream cheese and salmon.
Ooh. And he just shuts up and just starts munching. Munching.
Well, I guess after all that, shall we set up a little picnic at the picnic table?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sure. I could use something more than just what I seem just had.
Alright, I've got plenty.
And you guys, of course, have a nice little nightly picnic and just start talking about random things.
And so one of those random things is Parker opening up a little bit.
Aww.
That night, you may have heard on the news about what happened to that one Catholic school.
Yeah.
Rebecca kind of looks down.
Yeah, I heard about that. I mean, thankfully no one was actually hurt, and the kids even talked about a anthro cat helping them. And wait a minute, He looks at all three of you again. That was you guys, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And guess who was the ape?
Ah.
Parker raises his eyes and looks at him sternly. That is what can happen if you lose control.
Rebecca is just very, very quiet.
Well,
Shaggy Kong is difficult in his own way. He means well, but he's wild. But we eventually came to a kind of understanding.
what kind of understanding?
Well, I sorta brute forced it, but I let him be angry. But on the condition that I guide that anger. But even that left me kind of crippled for a while. I just know that there are higher levels of power that you can attain with these things. I've been experimenting with that. And
Ashton basically does one of those shock choke moments, and then you what?
I've been trying to see just how far I could push certain things, particularly Shaggy Kong. And well, that was before I knew I was messing with anything sentient. That might explain the extra anger.
Yeah, that definitely would. And Hamadi is shocked, but nods in understanding. Yeah. Probably didn't make it easier to not realize that they could probably think for themselves before it was too late. Well,
Come to think of it, I'm not even sure Hanako knows that they can think for themselves.
We'll have to let her know.
Wait, Hanako? Who's that?
And that's when Parker just sort of winces to himself, turns his face away, and thinking in his head, "Stupid, dumb, big mouth, shut up, stupid face, stupid." Not saying that out loud.
Yeah, but there is one who is hearing it. Parker, I don't think it really matters at this point if he knows or not.
Nobody asked you.
Yeah, but if he's gonna be part of the team, he's gonna know this stuff anyway.
She's a bit more of an expert on the technical aspects of these shifter transformations. As far as the psychological and ethical boundaries, we're all still kind of in the dark.
Asame's eyes widen slightly. The bracer, you guys notice, glows a little bit, and as though speaking as one, that would explain why you all thought the forms were nothing but empty husks. And the glow fades, and Hamade shakes his head. Whoops! Didn't expect that one.
Well, looks like somebody is a bit of a more practiced talker than the rest of our alternate forms.
Yeah, sort of. And Ashton also has his eyes widen and is a little shocked himself. And you guys also hear him muttering, "Is that what Ivory and Asim have been talking about? Like true balance?"
Rebecca shivers a little bit, kind of getting cold.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. Guess it is getting late, huh?
Yeah, but hey, that's what happens when you start late.
Mm-hmm.
Parker stands up and takes Rebecca by the hand.
She lets him.
And he helps her to her feet and says, "Yeah, I think we all need a good rest after tonight."
Indeed.
Yeah, even I have to get home. Hamadi nods and gets up himself. Yeah, I get it. Well, hopefully next time won't be a trial fight or anything like that.
I don't know. I'm always good for a workout.
Sure you are. Because that totally was back there.
In any case, let's all head home and maybe do something less intense next time.
Like eat pizza.
And then let's go. And then he hurries her out of the park.
Well, guess we'll see you around later, Hamadi. And Hamadi nods. Yeah, you too. Take care, guys. And with that, you all leave the park and go your separate ways.
Mm-hmm. Or at least as separate as Rebecca and Parker will be.
We need to discuss being responsible about the secrets of pizza.
Good grief. And you guys want to have a little bit more chat, or?
Actually, I like this. I like that spot.
Alrighty. And you guys go home. You're about to go to sleep. And we cut to a night or so ago to a certain base.
Eh?
Oh boy.
Eh?
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean,
No, no,
what?
no.
Now don't worry. This isn't a sudden battle moment. This is more of a cutscene slash flashback. Because if you remember, at the end of the other game...
Yeah.
So, the base is empty, only for a few seconds, until... home sweet home. And then... Charles slips on his stairs and falls flat on his face. And I forgot to make those guys larger.
Oops.
It's not the worst thing going. There we go. Ugh. Okay, so now what? You said you were going to help me. Oh, patience, my young friend. Oh, right. Because the new layout a bit, since I made everything a little bit larger. And the clock goes...
That clock.
Oh, yes.
Slowly it chimed, note by note.
Indeed.
Beat by beat.
And as the clock chimed its midnight toll, they make their way to the desk with the computers and monitors. And next to it, what seems to be, oh, not that, a tube big and wide enough for a person to sit in. And just across from them, oh, if I can turn, there we go, and let me widen this up a little bit. Straight across from the desk where our villainous foe clearly makes his business deals and whatnot are the three familiar foes from the museum.
I see them. Spider, Weasel, and
Gerudo.
Desert Chick.
Yep,
Yeah.
and at least for the time being, it looks to be that they are charging.
We got robots.
Yep.
We got robots.
Yep, and Charles noses and whoa, what the heck? What are those? Oh, you needn't worry. Just some help. Who are in desperate need of a special guide. He begins to work on the computers. Now, if you'll simply step into the cylinder, we can begin. And he looks to it in speculation, and this thing. You want me to go in there? Oh, indeed. He looks at Charles. You needn't worry. It's merely to give you an extra help if you wish to truly defeat Ashton once and for all.
Afton.
Oh, hush! Forgive
Let her
me.
get it out of her system. It'll never stop otherwise.
Forgive me. It seems that my research has left me a bit fumbled. That or you're starting to think you are him.
No, God, no. Please, no.
Oh, not as much like him as you think. And while he does seem to be hesitating, he notices on the screen a particular image. Wait, is that a scar-faced cat person? Oh, indeed. And trust me when I say, he'll be possibly your greatest ally against your greatest foe. Charles raises his eyebrow. You know, if this team turns out to be a fluke, I'm just gonna punch you in the face. Oh, don't worry. You'll have a different reason to be punching anybody once we're done here. Now, do be a good boy and stand in the cylinder. He turns back to the computer, gets to work, and, well, not trusting him, does as told, and what the heck? Hold on, let me there we go. Goes in the cylinder. Alright, now what?
This is where he starts his new life as a lithium battery.
Get it out of his system or I'll never hear the end of it.
Now, to bring a new friend into the fray. And with one click, there's a sudden flash of light in the cylinder, blocking Charles from view. And in a few moments, it dims and smokes. And when the smoke clears, stepping out of said cylinder
Oh.
Yup.
an
Oh boy.
Scarface feline.
He's a lot scarier looking than I was anticipating.
Well, I should hope so. I actually had to make some adjustments to this token on the studio paint or whatever. Like, literally. I couldn't find anything closer to this guy.
Good gravy.
And anyway, back to the story. He stretches and, man, never thought I'd be able to truly stretch my limbs. And he turns, and I suppose I have you to thank for my true existence now. The wingman turns to him and, indeed. So, are you ready for a true partnership? It's silent for a moment, and if one were to look closely, the eyes seem to glow and dim on and off. And then, a wicked smile comes on the cat's face. And as though speaking as one with Charles, what would you like us to do, partner? And scene cut.
Dun, 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 dun.
That was terrifying.
Well, good. That was the point of that.
Well, we got some stuff to look forward to.
We do.
But
And
other
you
than
know
that,
what?
Rebecca might be okay, but I'm not.
still, how'd you guys think of the game tonight?
I'm just glad that Rebecca was okay.
Yeah, at least this time she wasn't kidnapped. This time.
Hooray!
Or maimed or anything horrible.
Oh, good grief. Well, and with that being said, this was at least my last session for this, this little game. And I believe next time it will be Avian's
My
turn. Yep.
Yay!
And Rebecca will definitely not be okay then.
Because that's just not how you roll, you freaking weirdo. Alright, that was fun though.
Yes.
Indeed. And now for the really fun part, the raid.
Raid!
Question is, though, who shall we raid tonight?
I don't know. I can't see who is on
Oh, no.
because I don't have my account. Usually I would look through my stuff.
Oh, no, still?
No, I'm not going to be able to have that until after I've moved.
Well, that's fair.
And my account just doesn't cooperate with me anymore. So, yeah, not really much of a raid at that point, is it?
Yeah, I guess not, so... I guess at
Well,
least
that's
for
unfortunate.
I guess at least tonight we can skip it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
What can we do?
Yeah. And who knows, maybe when you successfully move to your new home, you can help leave a little bit.
Hooray!
Well, I sure hope you'll be saying hooray, because you'll be able to actually have some help.
Hooray!
He does not want to have a Twitch account.
Twitch makes my head hurt.
Well, I guess that's fair. Oh well. Anyway, for those who joined us, we thank you for doing so. And as I said before, next time we play Surge Sisters, it will be Avian's turn to DM.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can't say for certain if next week will be the next stream or if it's going to be tomorrow, since I do have to double check to see if Session Zero for a new game that Avian here is going to be playing is going to be aired.
I think since it's a Session Zero, it's probably not going to be aired, but you might want to still sit in.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea, especially so this way the newcomers will at least get a feel for me, so this way they understand at least what my role in this might be at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll admit, I'm still a little upset that I forgot to ask to be a part of it, but it probably might as well.
Right. Oh well.
Hey, at least there'll still be some fun somehow.
Right.
Hooray for fun!
Yep.
Fun!
And with that being said, at least until maybe next week, this is Ashley Wingsong.
Avian Patient.
And Conan Bell.
And we are signing off.
Bye!
Bye!
Bye-bye!